What's up, guys? It's Crunchy here, and we're going to be going over some 1v1s that I went through in public matchmaking. Yeah, I'm 1v1ing Morty, apparently eyeless Morty, but I'm just going to be walking you through what I'm thinking when I'm doing these 1v1s so that you guys can apply that to your own game and basically just have fun, alright guys? Alright, so immediately I go to box up and I choke the edit. I'm still trying to get a feel for how good this guy is, so I go up top, and if he's not doing anything counterproductive against me here, then I don't think he's going to be that good. So I try to edit out, and I make a pretty big mistake here. When I'm looking to go up, I stay here on the lower layer, and I try to go up again and take a side jump shot at him, but I missed. So then I tried to go up, and I missed the up. You'll see what I mean in a sec. But right here, I'm about to go up, and I'm trying to place a ramp right here. So, but the problem is I don't have a floor beneath me, as you can see, and I fall through, I choked that, and I got shot quite a bit. Now, I will say, I did realize that this guy isn't quite as good as me, and I also just woke up, so sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. Anyway, I'm boxing up again, making sure cones are in my box because I do like to double edit out top like that. And I'm basically waiting. I'm trying to maybe pre-fire him, and then he starts harpooning it, and I wasn't expecting that. So I stopped the pre-fire idea for just a second. And he falls down. I'm not really sure why. Right here, he's kind of just like staying put, and I'm not completely sure why he's doing that. I take a free shot. Could have been a headshot, but I really didn't know if he was actually AFK or not. When I jumped down there, I was trying to claim the wall, but he already grabbed it, so I went over to this wall. Now, be careful. Notice that I did make this edit here, and I didn't reset it, so watch how that affects me in a second. I go to box up again, meant to place the floor beneath me, and I missed, fell in the water. So that edit right here is still open, as you can see. I tried to do this, missed my shot, and I went to try to corner edit out of this wall, and I didn't realize it was not reset, so I reset it before doing it. Taking the wall, and then at this point he was weak enough. I had such a huge health advantage, it didn't even matter. He was over. So once again, he's kind of just sitting there. I'm not really sure what that was about. I go to chop him out, and usually it'll take a second. Even if I'm not going for fall damage, what I'm trying to do there is it'll take them a second to be able to build, which means they're kind of just a free shot in midair. And if I'd hit that shot, it would have been worth a lot of damage. He's trying to spray in, so I go out the side instead of on top, and I shoot him because I know he's up there, right? And now I'm just trying to give some distance so he can't keep spraying me with that thing, right? Use a single chug. I don't want to waste the other one because the map doesn't give you a huge amount of heals, right? And I have limited mats too, so I have to be careful. Go out the top for that kind of a shot, and basically I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get full box by creating room for myself, right? Now I'm about to make a pretty big mistake, but right there you can see all of these walls are not mine, and he also almost had my top, so I had to shoot the floor in order for him to not be able to get full tops. And I also have that cone, which means I can still edit out the top like I usually do. And he tries to shoot me here. Instead of trying to shoot him, it's easier to just replace the wall. So I shoot the wall and take it, right? Just jumped out of the way of that window and shot the wall. I go around the box, high wall up like that, so that I have these ramps both above and below me. And then here's what I make my first mistake. So when I do this edit, it wasn't really a mistake on my part, it was just good on him. He took a nice pre-fire right here. My mistake afterwards, though, was not healing and backing off on 76 health. And he had also just popped heals, which means he has the health advantage on me. Instead, I do this wide open edit, and he gets me even weaker. And at this point, I realized I need to back off a second, but I didn't full box, and he mantles on top. I miss my shot, and I die. Making sure that I have all the pieces surrounding me so you can't make an edit play on him. He drops down to me right here. I take a quick shot, and then what I'm going to do is he's going to try to back off, right, or go on the offensive. This guy doesn't heal as much as he really should, so what I do is I jump up and I take the both tops, and he does place a ramp, doing exactly what I expected him to do. So I double edit in, and I try to go for a kill shot, and I'm not sure how only one pellet hit. That's ridiculous, but It doesn't matter. He chokes and starts healing, and I got the win. Alright, so this one, when we start out, you can already see that he has a little bit of height on me. So I started going up with the same vertical tarping thing you need to do in order to get height like that. And I stopped tarping, and I started going for a cone play instead to block him off. But I needed to go one more layer up, so basically I messed up that. He gets the wall on me. So then my next chance is to just shoot him, obviously. So what I did is, as he's trying to do it, the last thing someone expects you to do when they're shooting at your box like that is to edit it. At least someone like this, a pro player, more used to it. But this guy, he's not going to expect it, so what I do is I take the edit, and he doesn't have a wall there. So as soon as I take that shot, I put the wall, and then I try to reset both pieces. And then I'm just going for a quick peek shot. And actually what he does is when he's using that SMG, he does phase through my builds, and I didn't even realize that, well, until I saw him right there. But I don't think he meant to do it either, and he kind of just caught off guard. So this one, he has another height on me, and some of the builds will go into the floor, like into the map on this map, just because the ground is just barely uneven. But it's okay. So I'm doing that tarping thing again. He starts spraying the top, so I chill for a second, try to full box back. And what I'm doing is I'm using this ramp right here to look. I can see through the ramp, right? I look up, and there he is. He's just sitting on top. So if I can just do this quick confirm and then quickly swipe on that edit, he'll fall in, and I doubt he'll expect it. If he knew what he was doing more, the best thing he could have done was place a cone there so I couldn't get up on the top. And then in which case I would have had to edit out in the side and maybe side jump him. But I caught him off guard. And the other thing was he had just finished spraying at me, and he was sitting on top of that floor trying to reload his SMG. So he couldn't really shoot back. This one we started at the same elevation, which is great, but I take a little bit more time. I did get the ramp underneath him, and I could have gone for a full box, in which case I didn't. So I'm just trying to reload that first shot on the prime because it's just pretty overpowered, right? So he lets me get that reload off, and I try to full box. I'm just creating room. The whole point of these 1v1s is to create good room for yourself, right? So I see him edit. I'm going to try to shoot him here, block off his escape, and then go behind him. I missed. I shot the wall, but I did block off his escape. I got a 91 tag off. We took similar damage, so I start trying to heal, right? Now, I see a ramp here. I gotta be careful. This ramp right here, I had to be careful that he wasn't going to try to phase in, but I don't think he was going for that. Instead, he tried to go off through my top, so I just jumped over him and then turned around and shot him. One of the best ways to get better at this game is really, if you're getting shot at, you need to learn how to edit fast, because if you can edit fast, it's easier to get away. Not necessarily saying you will, especially if you're going against a top tier pro, but if you can edit fast, you can be able to get away and make yourself some room, whether you need to heal or reload or whatever it is you need to do. And then if you have all the pieces, you can use those pieces to your advantage, and try not to get piece controlled. I tried to go up that, the mountain blocked me, so instead I go to the other side and make more room for myself, and go up so that I actually have a full box and not part of the mountain in my box. And then I go down trying to look for a shot. I missed the shot, and I'm just trying to figure out what this guy's going to do next. And I hear him shooting at something. I didn't know what until I looked at the replay. I think he was shooting at a wall to get out of my box. I make sure to take a nice peek there. Just be careful when doing this, because remember, this game is a third-person game, so he can see me when I'm doing that, and I can't see him. So it's easier for him to take a peek shot, so you have to have a really good reaction time if you're going to be able to do that. And if I 1v1 at a pro, I probably wouldn't take a shot like that. I do my vertical tarp again, high wall up, well, high ramp up in this case. He's trying to use a shield keg, so I grab this wall, and one mistake I do here, it didn't really cost me anything because I had a huge health advantage, but one mistake I did here was when I tried to get in his box, I made sure that he couldn't edit at the top and shoot me with the wall, but when I go back in, I start pickaxing the ramp with almost no protection, and he was actually behind the ramp holding an edit waiting for me to do that. But instead he took out his SMG instead of his shotgun, which got him killed, and I had the health advantage anyway. Now here's the thing, we ramp up side by side to each other, and if I had been paying a little more attention, I could have maybe full boxed him right here by taking this wall, editing it, and then full boxing. Instead, I didn't, and I make another mistake here where instead of going for a double edit play, all I do is place a floor, which he could have blocked off, and I jump into the box instead of just sitting up top, and that got me killed because he was more ready for it than I was. So basically what I'm trying to say in that instance is don't just jump right into the box if you can help it. Make sure you take control of the situation. If I'm jumping in a box that's mostly all his builds, it's really hard for me to get out of if I lose my aim. We both pre-fire here for almost the exact same amount of damage. I edited at the top. I tried to shoot him when I get down. It didn't do a huge amount of damage, but damage is damage. He goes for an edit on me, and I was able to escape by jumping up, but if you notice, I took a ton of shield damage, but I also got the crack on him, so it wasn't really a good exchange for him. And what I did is I tried to do this edit right here, and with this edit, when I confirm the edit, I have the wall blocking me, so he can't necessarily shoot me until I jump, in which case he was not ready for that. This game got really weird because he went up and I kind of just fell all the way because I was focused on trying to grab the cone and floor here instead of a floor below me, which would allow me to stay up. And he destroyed the cone with the SMG, so he was able to get up. So I was doing a mistake here just by sitting down here. This is really dangerous, especially if you're playing against someone good. You want to usually create a full box like this. Now what I did do was I put 2 layers of floors and cones above me so that he can't just spray right down, and that gives me a chance to reload. I didn't realize he had jumped down to the side like that, and that got me a little bit killed because I did 14 damage with the SMG. Or the shotgun, I don't know. That's even worse. Okay, so right here, I go up to the top, and you know me, I like to do my double edit ploy, and what I didn't realize was there was a ramp above me, so instead of just editing the tiles to my left, I tried to reset and hope I phased up. I didn't phase up, and he grabbed my wall while that was happening. Now the worst part was, I was ready to hold the ramp, and there was no ramp behind him, so he also had the open wall, so when he shot it, the ramp went behind him, he got a ramp in, and he shot me. So what I do in this instance, as soon as I get cracked, as soon as I know that the ramp isn't mine and I'm not going to be able to get up easy, I go out to the side, quickly reset so he can't shoot me. So that was my mistake for not really paying attention to the ramp right there. I try to get a couple of minis off real quick because he's going to try to take some time to find me. So in here, in this instance, I'm not really caring about trying to hold the wall. I was going to try to make an edit play on him and then shoot him by running by him because that will catch him off guard. The problem is he got the wall before I could run out, so I got stuck in the box. But once again, I was ready for him to get the wall and come in, so I kind of just shot him before he could, and I did more damage. That was a risky 50-50 though, I will say. Boxing up fully again, I go up, and this time I do the cone play where I can still grab height if I need. And here's where I start doing a little bit good. I go for the play, right? I place a wall here so he can't just shoot me if he tries to pre-fire me. And then I try to edit this. He already has the ramp here, and that's where he is right there. You can see him. Now what I thought was he was going to go behind me. So I started turning behind me, and I didn't see the footsteps going to the right. If I had realized he was going to the right, I could have full pre-boxed that, and he would have been dead meat instantly. But no, I messed that up. Missed my shot. He caught me with my pickaxe out. If he had been using a shotgun instead of an SMG, he probably could have shot me for a lot more damage than 0. So instead, I wall up again and miss the shot. So I need to, even though I love these double edit plays, they only work when I hit the shot, and when I'm trying to move up and flick my camera down at the same time, it's kind of hard to hit the shot sometimes. So it's another thing I'd like to work on a bit. I'm going to jump into creative, get some sentries in a full box, and try to practice that double edit flick down. For now, I just need to reload. He's going to be shooting on my tops, and this mountain makes it so I can just jump right up. It's the easiest side jump in the world. I'm not sure how this didn't hit his head. It does 137, as you can see right there, so that's just more than a headshot. It's like 1 pellet is a headshot. So I'm not sure why that wasn't a full headshot, but it's okay. Anyway, as soon as he does that, just in case he was ready for me to do that, I need to place a wall in between me and him. So that's exactly what I do. I ramp up so he can't just build over me, and he goes off to the side. I could have full boxed him, like I put a cone and floor here. Alright, I didn't. I I went like I tried to shoot him instead. I missed the shot. And this is where I do the cone and floor. I jump up, put the cone and floor above him. Now here's the thing. When I go down, I'm not focused on catching myself immediately. I'm focused on grabbing a wall that he did not place. So if I can grab that wall, it's over for him. I grab it. And there you go. I accidentally tried to pre-edit that ramp there. I had been doing a sky base, so I had my pre-edits on the other day, so forgot to reset them. But anyway, what I'm trying to do here is a pretty good exploit on the wall. I just flew through this tile because I was going too fast. But basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take the wall while I'm up here. And then when I do that, I'm going to do the 6 tile edit like this, right? That basically allows me to see inside the entire box, and because of where I'm standing, it's very hard for him to see me. Now, he does actually start to edit up, and you can kind of see the tip of the floor that's changed right there. I didn't notice it, it's too small, but I could have heard it, and he goes to edit up on me. If you see right here, I'm about to go out this side, and he knows that. Any other pro would have killed me right here, because oh wow, hold on a second. Because when I do this, you can see, like, I didn't pause it right, but he has the pieces here. He has a wall here and here. The only reason that I didn't get full pieced by this guy when I did this edit was because this wall was not taken and I had room to get out of the box. But notice all of these pieces are his, right? So if he wanted to do some insane play on me and he knew what he was doing, he would have been able to pull it off. Instead, he does that window edit again. I hide behind the window and I shoot the wall to take it, and then I go off to the side full box. He falls all the way down, and I assumed he took a lot of fall damage for that, so I just go out and chase him. And I gotta be careful when doing this though, because he has a prime shotgun, and that, believe it or not, is not enough health to be preventable if you have a max charged prime shotgun in your face. So he didn't expect me to fall in like that, and after that I think the guy just got clueless. And I also want to point out he is not eyeless anymore. Or pupilless, I guess. So he knew that I was there and he tried to place a cone, which is why I shot the cone and took it back so he didn't have tops. And I'm not 100% sure if he noticed that until I did double edited on him. The problem is he was far enough under the floor, I missed the shot, and I reset and he took the floor back. He also was smart enough to notice I was standing on a floor that wasn't mine, and I realized that too, so I backed off from that floor a second, and he tried to shoot me. If he had done it a little quicker, he probably would have gotten it off because I didn't place the wall behind me. But he grabbed that wall, so I went to go make another box and just chill for a second. I don't need to reload or heal, I'm just trying to get my bearings. So when I go back, I'm trying to just chase him down. I shoot this wall, claim it, because a lot of people don't expect you to be able to claim the wall they literally just built. And I've done that to my friends countless times where they think they have the wall and I'll shoot it as soon as they build it and they're really confused how it's mine. But anyway, I grabbed the wall and I wanted to make sure that he was not going to shoot me, so I tried to do this edit. I meant to do the other edit. I don't know what I was doing. But he didn't expect that wall to be mine, so he did have a quick reaction time. And he did get that cone back because he noticed that it wasn't his. So I shot the cone instead of him, and he goes back, he backs off, which that's good. It's good to back off and get your bearings, but the problem was he kept trying to rush me. So he went up again, and this is where he just messed up. So I shot him right there. He phases through my floor, which is not something I expected him to do. But he also tries to ramp up, and he gets caught under his ramp. And this is where I did the edit I was trying to do, where if he tries to shoot me right here, all is there is his feet, and he can't really shoot me very well. So I took the shot, that cracks him, and his main mistake now was the best thing he could have done. Either flip his ramp or go up, or go behind where he's standing and go back that way to back off and heal. But instead, he tries to keep shooting me, and I don't even bother putting tops on at this point. It's really hard for him to get up there considering the ramp's above him, and both of these walls aren't his. He'd have to mantle up on this side, and I'd be ready for that. So I was just reloading, and he kept trying to spray my wall. Anytime someone does something this stupid to me, especially if they could actually get the wall and I can still jump up and just place my floors and cones and get out of that box, I'm gonna go for a pre-fire, and that's exactly what I did. But notice, right as I took that shot, just in case I didn't kill him, I did jump up in order to hopefully get some distance in between myself in case he did actually get the wall. Now, I killed him, and I realized that while I was in midair, so yeah. Alright guys, that's it for the 1v1 review against Morty. And wait, if you guys want the map code, this is one of my favorite creative maps to play. It's Raiders realistic 1v1s, and the map code's actually right there. You can see it. I hope. I'll zoom in on it. And yeah, that's about it. Now, if you guys would like, I'm in the middle of making a perfection late game arena map, trying to make it as realistic as I can. And I'm also going to try to make a realistic 1v1 myself, but it'd be on the Battle Royale island to make it absolutely realistic. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, sorry my voice sounds really weird. I just woke up like an hour ago, so yeah, see ya.